What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing analysis on TSM stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video I will show you how you have to do an analysis on certain asset from scratch. I will show you what information you should rely on and what information you should ignore. On top of that, I will show you some relationships in between different types of assets. And I will show you how you can project the potential price targets for this asset from the technical standpoint. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button and drop me a line in the comment section if you like this type of videos. On top of that, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my Patreon account, where for the $35 a month, you will be able to drastically enhance your trading skills. On top of that, for the first 100 subscribers, I will do a giveaway. I will do a technical analysis based on your request on any asset that you might find. On top of that, guys, for now there is not so many people inside this community. That is why a lot of my time will be dedicated directly to you, and this means it might be a very lucrative offer for you if you want to enhance your trading skills. So let's start from scratch. As you can see, this asset had quite significant movements from end of March of 2020. It gained about 220%. Then it had quite sideways movement. Then it had a drop, a significant drop for almost 60%. And for now, this asset is in consistent trend for at least a year and almost year and a half, and it reached its highest point about 165% of potential gains. So how to identify where we are on this price chart? I have to admit that this movement, the beginning of this movement to the upside, was made exactly during the COVID hit and during the pandemic. And this leads to quite significant increase in the demand of semiconductors, because a lot of people were trapped at their homes and they bought like crazy a lot of computers and other stuff where you can find the semiconductors. Then when the pandemic came to its end, we had this significant drop to the downside, and for now we have a very good correlation with the movement to the upside with the NVIDIA. And you know that NVIDIA is the main beneficial of AI golden rush. And if you add the value, the price of NVIDIA, if you add to this price chart the price of NVIDIA, you can see that we have very strong correlation from this point and basically to the current range. But here, from the April of 2020 till basically, let's put it this way, till October of 2022, we have a discrepancy. And I will show you in a minute why we have it. And for now, let's take a look on its fundamentals. So, the total market cap of this asset is $632.96 billion. It is a huge company. And let's take a look on their financials. What do we have right here? Price to earnings ratio is 26.83. And if you click on this icon, you can see that it is not the highest. During the pandemic it was much higher, but for now I think we are at the very beginning of a new uptrend, major uptrend that is related to the AI golden rush. Let's take a look again right here to their financial statements. So they can cover their liabilities with their assets, and they can cover it almost 3 times, and this is very healthy. If you take a look on their income statement, they are profitable and they have very good net income of about $7.5 billion. Definitely this income is lower, this net income is lower if you compare it with the pandemic numbers, but in general I have to say that the next several quarters might be very beneficial for them. Let's take a look on this data. We are on their official, let me show you, official earnings, fourth quarter earnings report that was published on January 18th. And I want to pay your attention to this chart. As you can see, This is the revenue by technology, and you know that the lower this number is, the more advanced technology this company uses. And here you can see that TSM implemented the most advanced technology of 3 nanometers, and they use it for 2 quarters in a row, third and fourth quarter of 2023. If you take a look on the revenue by technology for entire year of 2023, they have about 6% that was made by 3 nanometer technology, and previously they don't even have this revenue. This means the share of their technology, the 3 nanometer share of this technology is growing, and it is a very good sign that this company has the most advanced technology on the market. So let me show you this information. First of all, I want to pay attention to the forecast from C-level executives, and as you can see, here you can see the gross profit margin to be between 52 and 54%, and the operating profit margin to be between 40 and 42%. If you compare it with the current numbers, gross margin for the quarter of for the last quarter of 2024 was 53%, and the operating margin was 41.6%. So they are exactly at the same level. This means they don't have any turmoil in their R&D process and in their financials. And in general, it is a very good sign. So let's move forward. For now, if you type in Google search bar TSM stock and switch to new stuff folder, you'll find a lot of very bullish news, very bullish articles. But these articles is nothing else but the excitement from the AI golden rush, and that is why you have to be very cautious. If you take a look on the list of analytic firms who made their forecast on this asset, you can see that the most recent one was made on February 13 with the price target of $160. They boosted their price target from 130 to 160. Previous one was made by Barclays on January 19th, and they also boosted the price target from 110 to 125. And if you take a look right here on the consensus analyst price target, you can see that the price target is $128, roughly this range, and it is about 11.21% of downside potential from current levels. But guys, take a look right here. We don't have any recent updates in regards to this price, and if you take a look on the list of their institutional investors, especially on the latest updates, you can see that, for example, Vanguard sold some of their shares about 9.22%, but their position is still very strong. They hold about 10.8 million shares, and if you divide the value of their position by number of shares, you will have an average price of about $104. And this means during this, let me show you right here, during this quite harsh movement to the upside, it is a very wise decision for them to close part of their position. And again, if you take a look on the major sentiment of the market, you can see that some companies reduce its position. But if you take a look, if you sort these companies by number of shares from the biggest shareholders to the smallest ones, you can see that all of the major shareholders hold their position strong. They have top 5 shareholders have more than 10 million shares, and only 2 of these companies reduced its position, and they still hold pretty strong. They just rebalance this position, and I think the trend of AI golden rush should continue. So the next part of my analysis is this one. If you take a look on the apewisdom.io website, and you can find this information on multiple sources, you can see, and by the way, this website tracks the activity of Wall Street Bets community. You can see that TSM stock is on the second place. It has very high number of mentions, and during the last 24 hours, the number of mentions increased by 11%. And this means this asset is very popular, and you can basically predict it by looking on their price chart, because the higher the asset goes, especially if it breaks the previous swing high, definitely the more interest we have for this asset. And guys, let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, hit the like button. This helps me a lot. Guys, if I add the Bitcoin price chart to the same exact chart, you can see that we have more similarities in between Bitcoin price and TSM stock. This means most likely we have the correlation in between these two assets, between these three assets combined. And you know that Bitcoin and Nvidia hit its all-time high just recently, and this movement, let me show you indicators. For example, if you take a look on the RSI on daily time frame, you can see that we have a bearish divergence, and this means potentially we might see the retracement. So guys, let's delete unnecessary tools from this price chart. I don't need the Bitcoin price and Nvidia price as well. If you switch to weekly time frame or monthly time frame, you can see that this quite harsh movement that lasts from late September 2023 to present day doesn't have a lot of retracements, and we have very long wick on this candle, and this means we have decent chances to see the retracement, at least a medium-term retracement. That is why, guys, I don't encourage you to enter your long position, because most likely we will see some kind of cool down in its price for at least a couple of weeks. That is why stay tuned and subscribe to my channel, and drop me a line in the comment section if you think these videos are valuable for you. And see you guys until next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.